Welcome back to the channel, y'all. I'm excited to bring you the third video from the Mobile Hunters Expo that I went to in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And you know, it was quite an experience going down there. I loved every bit of it. Like I said in the other videos, if you can make it to the Mobile Hunters Expo that's going to be going on in Kalamazoo, Michigan on July 28th and 29th, you need to go. It's quite an experience, and there's discounts you get at the different booths and the different suppliers of mobile gear. They give you discounts on their gear. So y'all need to go to that. I'm going to put the link about it in the description. But today's video is Latitude Outdoors. Every time I've watched the beginning of this video several times, and I get a giggle because I forgot to introduce Jake. I forgot to talk about that he was at Latitude Outdoors, and all because the fact that it was Jake Bush going to be letting me try out saddles, showing me the saddles and stuff, and I was going to get to talk to him, and the fact that I was going to get to talk to him about deer hunting. And I love talking deer hunting, especially about mature bucks. So yeah, I'm excited to bring you this video, and no further ado, here it is.
Okay, so we have a classic, which is very similar to the Phantom. And then we have the two Phantom. We'll try them both on. Let's try them both.
Okay.
Yeah, here somewhere. Hey, where is it?
That's the classic?
Yes, sir. That is the classic. So what we're going to do here, get left hand. Oh yes, take that back.
Take it back off?
Yeah.
So the bridge is on the back side.
Oh.
Step.
Oh yeah.
There.
I thought I hit it right. But I didn't.
You know, a lot of guys, I do what you do step through, a lot of guys put it over top. That's like the thing. Alright, so never thought about that. So what I do with the knot, it actually, the rope moves within the saddle.
Yeah.
So I'll take it, I'll move that knot off to the side just so I can snag it on the hand. Just like that. Right there. Okay, so now, you running a rope or collar or anything now?
A rope man.
Okay. So you're kind of used to that.
Definitely comfortable.
I ran that saddle for 2 years.
It's definitely light. When I was holding it,
Yeah, it packs well. The big thing to me is no metal. There's no metal on it whatsoever. Every other saddle that I've had metal at some point in time, whether it's my bow or front tube or whatever, I think tapped that. So with this thing, you just know that if you put it on, there's no chance of noise being produced by this.
see, and I've never had an issue flipping upside down, but that thing right there holds you. If it was to flip upside down.
To be honest with you, I've never been upside down. I don't. I mean, it's a belt just like any other belt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I've thought about that. I've gotten all kinds of weird positions, and I mean, they're like this, reaching for something.
I don't think it would loosen up on you. If that's what you're asking. They actually get pretty tight.
And this is where you climb with line and rope.
Yes, sir.
I like it. What kind of stand is that?
So that's the Rebel platform.
Rebel platform?
Yep, we've got the Rebel, and then over here we've got the X-Wing. Two different ones. That's like your more mobile, like
yeah.
This one's going to be a little bit more comfortable.
And that we'll probably do the one, two, and the double hook on that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. This one. I think I love about a saddle. Being able to go in there. That is comfortable. It don't have any pinch.
No, and if you do get into pinch, so you're running Phantom now, so you have the comfort channels.
Yeah.
These are really nice because there's no channel. Like you can set that adjustment so much more fine-tuned, and it doesn't make noise.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
I sort of, the knobs aggravate me sometimes.
I blew a hump with those knobs.
Did you?
I had them pop up.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
That would, like, get me. Yeah. Oh, Lord. And then just unhook.
Yes, sir. That's all there is to it. There you go.
There we go.
Alright, so now we'll get you in. We've got two different sizes of the methods. We have the standard method and then we have the XL. So this is the XL, and then I'll show you the difference in the standard one. See the difference in the size of the panels?
Oh, yeah.
So that's really the only difference you're gonna see. I would say that this one's probably gonna even be more comfortable, but this one's a little more packable. So let's run you. What one do you want to try first? We can try both.
We'll try the smaller one first. Since I've never used one of these, do you go put it on like that and then pop it, or put it on with a pop?
That's a great question. So we're gonna leave it like that, and you're gonna slide it on just like that.
Slide it on just like that?
Yep, and then that way when you're walking in the woods, like I walk in with my saddle on,
Yeah.
it's very low profile. Like you don't have all that material hanging down.
Okay, same thing?
Yes, sir. Just like that.
I like that instead of the snap.
It's a big difference. To me, that means a lot.
And the thing also, I'm one about not liking something that's up against my belly. That snap.
We have a door prize winner.
Yeah, and the fact that you can move that knot out of the way, I'm the same way. I hate having
Shane Leonard,
sliding
you
down.
are our first door prize winner. Please go to the expo booth to claim your merchandise. Shane Leonard.
So now, the way that this works, you're going to take the pressure off a little bit, and you're going to take each thumb on both sides, and you're going to deploy that.
Deploy it down.
There you go, just like that.
Just like that.
And then you'll adjust the panels to where you want them. Like some guys run the bottom panel all the way down halfway down their hamstrings.
Yeah.
Some guys run the top panel as far up as their armpits. So it's all based on your comfort and when you work. But I would say that like that thing compared to a single panel is just much more.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely comfortable.
Look at the butt.
And it gives you a little bit of back support right here, too, on your lower back. Good for a 52-year-old man like me.
See how you have a lot of different angles to deal with there?
Yeah.
So I find myself quite a bit putting my foot on this, like the center of my foot, my right foot, and then you can just shift your weight left or right, and it'll push you one way or the other. You know, like I'll do that a lot. We're on a bit of a wiener here. Yep, right there.
I like the smallness of it, but you still got that able to have the width right there, too.
And I've heard guys with like bad knees really like this because it's more almost sitting on a motorcycle as opposed to
Yeah.
having
And if you want to just sit there and relax, you can put your legs around the tree.
you're already in a great position.
Yeah. Really like that. Try that other saddle out now. We keep upgrading in comfort.
Dude, I never thought the drink cake was. Hey, somebody's got to do it right.
anything hunting, right?
Oh yeah, whatever it takes.
I love it.
So it's the exact same process. The exact same process. It's just a figure.
So it's all together.
Oh, okay. So you're not actually, you just put it in the button after you figure it. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So it's the same thing like the tethered one sticks, except for I got you.
Me and my chained wallet. Good coffee right there, huh?
I learned that the hard way. I used to sit on that thing and be like, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I've sat on it for a little while. For a little while.
And then the check box. Then you go.
Okay, same thing. Okay. Pull that out. Get where I think it's comfortable.
No, I got it. It's got it. I'm saying that this is latitude, so that this is it's helping you all out.
Basically just the same way. You know, I didn't know if I'd like a dual panel. But I like two panels.
Growing on you a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like at first you would think it's a lot going on, right? But with the magnets, I mean, it's just like a single panel until you want to use it. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, basically single panel that
Then it can expand out. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it. Bring this down to the next one. I didn't do that the first time.
And so the one thing before you take it off, what I always do is I put those magnets back up. And they should be fairly simple to find. On the edges, it's actually, you can see the magnet here. It's going to be about right in there.
Oh, there it is. This one already jumped up there.
They'll tend to do that.
That's why my chain was sticking to it, because there's a magnet in it. I was like,
That
what is,
makes sense.
what
I
is
didn't think
hanging?
about that.
What is hanging right there?
Cool, man.
I like it. And I saw you got the new stick there too.
Yep. We got new sticks, 19 ounces, 17 inch, step to step, 18 total, 17 inch aider. Fun.
Yeah. I like it. It's got good foot room.
Yeah.
Like I can feel it like gripping my shoes.
So the thing that I do too, I've been showing more people this, but like what I do as far as the foot room thing, is when I go up, I actually, instead of standing like this, I stand like this. You know what? So I'm just in the center of my feet more. I've just always kind of done that. So that's what I kind of I show people too. Like I like to get out there on that a little bit more.
Yeah.
That way, when you're setting your next stick, you're not out on your toes.
Cool. Appreciate that. Now let's talk about hunting a little bit. Okay. And your videos, I love it. And you know, watch the one on Hill Country and stuff. Now, one thing I'm wondering, that and deer are different everywhere, okay? But I find out that a lot of times mature bucks can be almost unpatterned. Like they change up what they do from.
They get nomadic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I know it's like on a lot of them, you say he's going to come from this way, and like stuff.
Very assumption based.
Now, do you? Yeah, assumption based. Do you find that that mature bucks are more patternable or more unpredictable?
So I would say, in my opinion, the most unpredictable deer is a 3 or 4 year old deer. And then when they start getting older, they start getting more predictable again. I almost feel like if I can find that 5+ buck, it's easier to kill that deer than it is to kill a 4-year-old deer in a lot of circumstances. Because he takes his home range and he shrinks it down to where he really feels safe at that point.
Yeah.
And then you also have historical data on him if you've been in that area for a while. So you have some things working in your favor to try to kill that deer.
Yeah.
Where that 3 or 4-year-old, you might not have the same amount of historical data, and he doesn't have the core range shrunk down.
Yeah.
So for me, if I can find a 5, 6, 7-year-old deer, I get really excited because I know that he's going to be a little more patterned.
That makes more sense. And I'm originally from North Carolina, where you can shoot 2 deer a year, and to find a 5.5-year-old deer, it's far and few between. Like I hunted for years and years, and well, let's say from 12 years old to like 36 when I moved away from North Carolina, and 2 times I've seen deer that would have made poker money. 2 times.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 might, okay, but 2 for sure. You know, and the 3.5-year-olds was easier to pattern. I mean, not easier to pattern. They were more like
Unpredictable. Yeah.
And so I didn't have 5.5-year-old deer to figure
So
them
every
out.
deer down there it feels like they're all unpredictable in that
Yeah,
sense.
and the buck I shot last year, it surprised me that I got him so easy.
Yeah. It's how
And the taxidermy says he was like 6.5, 7.5 years old.
Yeah.
But it sort of blew me away that I got him. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do.
And
It sort of messed with me.
if you have the right data, I think it's easier. If you don't have the right data or you're hunting the wrong way, it's probably more difficult to kill that deer because he already knows where you're going to be. Like a 6-year-old deer's had 5 years to pattern people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like if you don't have the right process, it's probably more difficult. But if you have the right process and you know how to scout, you know how to find sign, you know how to find food, and you know how to find travel patterns, you're probably going to be pretty close to killing that deer.
Yeah. And I saw you put out cameras. I can't remember if they were still cams or not. But I've got where I put out cameras just to try to find the buck I want. It's not so much that I'm trying to pattern.
Just trying to find it.
Just
Locating,
trying-
I do the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's just more or less for location.
Yeah, and I've gone back and forth on that. Like every couple years, I'll shift back and forth. But I would say in general, I'm putting out 1 camera in a system and just to try to get inventory. If I get the inventory I need, then I'll go back in and either give more resources to that area, more cameras, or I'll just know where to hunt and I'll go in and try to kill the deer.
Yeah. What did I do with my phone? Oh, here. Yes, right here. This is my buck I shot last year.
That's a really nice buck. Velvet deer too.
Yeah. It's 165.
Oh yeah.
And what I did is I put, and I feel like it was God thing, okay? Because I just kept having this urge, and it's like this draw to put this camera in the middle of this property, up on top of this hill. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, you don't usually get a buck on the very top of the hill.
Yeah.
You know, like why? But I just kept having this draw to put in a little field, probably 1/8 of an acre field, small field up there, and I put the camera there. And then 2 weeks later, here he comes across the top of the hill in front of me. I got 2 pictures of him, and that's the only 2 pictures I got. And I'm thinking, he don't come across there very often, which I didn't expect anyway. But then I started thinking that he was going at 6:19 in the morning. He was going to the north side of the hill. The north side would be the shaded side of the hill during the summer, and it's really thick on the side of the hill. And I'm like, he's bedding in there. And then I started looking at where would he come out normally. For whatever reason, whether it's a coyote or whatever, something made him go across around and come up over the top of the hill, his normal pattern. And so I started looking, and then this way on the side of the hill was long ways of nothing but thick. And I said, I don't think he's going to go through all that thick to come out with velvet on. Okay? He's probably got a way he comes out the other way. And so I started looking over there on the maps, and I found a funnel, a strip of woods between 2 fields that went into another bedding area on the other side. said, well, the first place I set up right there in a strip of woods and see what I see. Because I can, if he does walk across the field, which I never thought he would, I can still see in the field, and the strip of woods was not but 45 yards wide. All right, and he come out right before last light. That's awesome. The first time I set the guy, and it was. I got the whole thing's on a video, but needless to say, he come out, and I didn't get this camera on him.
What are you jumping into?
Because I got to zoom out. I turned
Tough to do. It is tough to do.
Yeah, well, and I'm surprised I kept my cool and collect the whole time, because I mean, literally I was facing the field this way, and the strip of woods behind me, and I knew I could swing around and get anything there, but I wanted, and I could hear anything walk behind me, but I wanted to have my eyes across the field in case for some reason he did come across the field, or any other deer come across the field. And it was probably 2 minutes after the sun set, and then you still got 30 minutes, you know. He come in and he started eating acorn over there, and I could hear him eating acorn. And I'm watching a doe here, and I was just about ready to shoot the doe because deer meat. But I kept hearing, and I kept looking like this, and finally I looked back and I saw the cook's antlers. And I was like, okay, swing around and shoot them.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I got one I'm gonna shoot this year. Hopefully.
Already growing pretty good.
Well, yeah. This one will be private. Well, I gotta tell people I like hunting public because I'm not limited on my choices. And on this private land that I got permission, I've just been letting the deer grow. And I've called him the Big 8 for. He's going to be 5.5 years old this year, I'm pretty sure. But the three previous seasons, every time I've seen him, that's the Big 8. That's the Big 8. And he's still going to be a Big 8, looks like.
Oh yeah.
But he's getting wider and taller, and so I'm gonna try to see if I can't get him this year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
You'll get him.
yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what you shoot.
We'll see.
Last year you had a tough year.
EHD kicked my butt.
Yeah,
It was tough.
I saw that. It was just like he was talking about dead deer. And
Yeah.
I was like, golly.
I had a lot of 3-year-olds that were big deer that I just wanted to make it one more year, which is tough to do in public, but I wanted to give them the opportunity. So this year coming around, I should have a good class of bucks again.
When I first started letting 3.5-year-old deer walk on public, it was tough.
It is tough.
Yeah, it was like,
Especially
and then
when you're struggling.
I thought, man, that if I just stick with it, then eventually it'll pay off. It does. If you just, and if you're hunting back far enough places, like I got one deer. I should have just kept the camera out. This one I'm gonna let him further next year, as long as I can get that one. But I think he'll be really nice next year.
Oh yeah. He looks like he's going to be wide this year. He's a good deer.
Yeah.
Definitely a good deer.
But I ain't worried about him one bit. It takes you got to canoe 2 miles to get to him.
That'll do it. How many people doing that?
Yeah, not many people. That's the ticket.
What are you running for a canoe?
I got a 10-foot. I can't even remember what the name of that thing is. It's not a Coleman. It's one of them ones from Walmart.
I got you.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of that is. It's a name brand. I almost want to say it's about the same dog. The same company makes some dog. It's called something else. The canoe is.
I think I know what you're talking. I've seen them before.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen them.
Yeah, it weighs like 80 pounds.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah. It's the only reason I bought the canoe.
Yeah. Deer hunting. I love it.
Yeah. I thought about a kayak, but then like this place where he is, took my son hunting there, and you know, that's the whole reason I bought the canoe was to be able to take him there too.
I get that.
Yeah, kayak makes that a little more difficult. But I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Thanks for filming.
If anybody wants to purchase any of your products, Latitude products, where do they go?
So they're going to be at latitudeoutdoors.com, and you can see a lot of informative videos on all these products on the Latitude Outdoors YouTube or the Instagram.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hope you enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed going down there and videotaping it and trying out all those saddles at the Mobile Hunters Expo in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Latitude Outdoors makes some great saddles. I really like the Classic 2 saddle and the Method 2 saddle. It was really comfortable. I really like that X-Wing Speed Series platform. I really like the way you had the wings on it and being able to push around the tree. The Carbon Speed Series sticks, now those were really nice. And the one thing about them, you know, being made out of carbon, you ain't gonna have the clang and bang, and there's all kinds of pluses. Y'all go check out Latitude Outdoors. I'm gonna put a link in the description. Y'all go check them out. Really nice products, well made, thought out. Thanks for watching the video. Click like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you see future videos. See y'all guys.